afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ramana Kumar. I am the CEO of Magnati. Magnati is the largest, one of the largest payment companies in United Arab Emirates. And we have like 4 typical businesses. We are the largest acquirer. We have the government solutions, proprietary government solutions. We do issuer solutions. And we have the third-party processing where we process for the banks. More than that, our key or our mantra of success is to create a platform what I call and our organization calls to be the app store of payments. We want to be the app store of payments. And why is the app store of payments or why to become an app store of payments so important and so exciting? I'm here to share some of the stories about why embedded finance is going to happen, whether we like it or not, and what does it mean, and why there is a need to create platforms, and what are going to be the game changers in creating these platforms. So what are those 2 tools, in our opinion, which are going to completely transform the field of embedded finance. So I'm going to talk about evolving landscape of embedded finance. We'll talk about power of platforms, what are the game changers. We'll talk about what we have done recently, the metaverse, and how metaverse is going to reshape the platforms. And we'll talk about how data is becoming part of the whole story of embedded finance. What is happening now is you go to a bank, you ask for a product in a conventional style, and then you go to a merchant or to a service and use your product, whether it's bank account, whether it's credit card, whether it's debit card, whether it's any other service. So bank is your point of contact before you go and interact for your requirement or a need. What is happening, and it is happening today as we speak, is a model where someone is coming in between. You know, Starbucks is a great example. Many other brands are coming in. IKEA is a great example. So one day you would go to Starbucks, and when you go to Starbucks, you tap in, and Starbucks says, do you want to open a bank account? Or do you want to have a credit card? And it will be a Starbucks bank account or a Starbucks credit card, and Starbucks decides which bank they are going to bank with. So now, suddenly, the model has changed where the banks are no longer the point of contact for the customers. It's actually the embedded players, or what we call the modern platforms. So in the future, the customers will be approaching brands, not the banks. So it doesn't matter how great you emphasize your focus on building a nice front end, if you don't have a platform and you don't offer all the services, a bank is not going to be the first point of contact. The brands are going to be the first point of contact. There's a recent research done by Bain, and this is specific to the US market. Already 5% of US market, which is 2.6 trillion, has moved under embedded finance. So it's already happening. A lot of people think, when will a Starbucks open an account? It's not going to happen. When will, let's say, you know, in the current brands, let's say Reliance is going to open a bank account. When will an Adani as a front end open a bank account? It's going to happen soon, and it's going to happen very near future, today, tomorrow. And the expectation is that it's going to be 10% of the market in the next 4 years. 10% of the growing market is phenomenal shift. And what's in it for each and every one of us? If we are a fintech, there is a tremendous opportunity. If we are a bank, there is a tremendous opportunity to reshape ourselves. If we are a technology company, let us be ready to move away from a product approach to a platform approach. So what is important is the customers have complete choice. The customers have the final choice to decide whether they want to go to a brand A or to go to a brand B. There is no longer a protected market. If you are a bank and you think I have so many customers and this is my protected market, you don't have a protected market. Your protected market is gone. Your market is finite, but the possibilities are infinite. If you can think of an idea and become part of this platform, the infinite possibilities. Scale is the name of the game. Do you want to be an app store? How many of us actually thought when we go to an app store, why wouldn't iPhone just put their applications? They don't put that applications because they want to be the platform. They don't want to be the app provider. They want to be the platform where their apps and competing third-party apps both sit, but the platform is owned by them. The same with Google. It is all about platforms. Products are gone. And the availability is again the game changer. So what is important is, it doesn't matter what you build, but how many times have you seen a Play Store or an App Store going down? They don't go down. They don't just go down. But you can see, for example, a banking app going down, a POS machine not working, etc., but a platform never goes down. That is the power of where the embedded platforms are going to look like. So when you look at the future embedded financing platform, it's going to be a platform where not only their applications, a lot of third-party applications are going to come and sit. And when they sit, the platform provider is going to be the one that drives embedded finance. It is customer who decides whether they want to go to platform 1 or platform 2. Because in future, it's not that individual app that will have 100x valuation. It's the platform that is going to have the 100x valuation or a 15x valuation. Individual app is going to go and become part of what you call, there needs to be a house for every app, and that's where they're going to sit. What did we do as part of it is, we went back to the drawing board and looked at the same model of how we're going to become part of that embedded finance. So we launched what we call payments as a platform. Today, you don't need to be a proprietary system to accept payments. Our APIs are available for an acquirer in India to consume and launch their platform. For an acquirer in Vietnam to consume our API and launch a payment. So it's all about building a payment as a platform. Today, as part of our platform, we have integrated with 5 buy now pay later players. So when we go to a merchant and we tell them, you want to offer buy now pay later? You got 5 options you can choose from. It's not only that, it's a single API integration. So what happens after 2 months? Let's say the merchant chose option 1. After 2 months, they don't like the option 1. In the current context, you need to reintegrate with option 2. What we tell them, you don't need to integrate with option 2. We route the payment or we route the transaction to option 2. It is all about platform owners redefining or synchronizing the flow. And that's what merchant likes, because they don't spend a single dollar in terms of integrating to this. Card as a platform, tokenization as a platform. Everything is now a platform where I can issue a card tomorrow if I am an end customer. I can issue a card tomorrow if I am a bank. I can issue a card tomorrow if I am a wallet. But it is all as a service or a platform I consume and issue. Open ecosystem. So we have the largest sandbox model where if you are fintech, please come and work on our sandbox. You can integrate with our sandbox. You can integrate and launch these solutions. And these are all available as part of our sandbox system. And the last is what we call the value-added services. If you are an existing acquirer in any part of the world, or you are an existing payment service provider in any part of the world, you can take some of these services and put it as part on top of your platform to start issuing these services by default or by a single API integration. This is the power of how fintechs come together to launch this ecosystem or the platform. So what happened as part of this is, we have the full range of products, and it's all built on, cloud native. It's all built on API, microservices. It's all about data centric, and it is about bringing in the new tech like AI and machine learning. But what happened is we didn't stop there. So we looked at this platform and we said, what is going to change? So you have given an app store, you have given your work on a Play Store on your phone, right? What do you think is going to happen in future? What if the phones vanish? Have you all thought about what is going to happen when the phones vanish? When your goggles become your mechanism of interaction with the world, or your chips on your fingers become the mechanism of interaction? How would you get this embedded finance integrated into that. And there are two major game changers which we have already banked on and we are banking on, what we call metaverse, the first game changer, and the data, this is the second game changer. Let us talk about what we launched recently, which is Magnati Meta V. When we book the hotel room, how many of us go to the likes of hotel.com, booking.com when we book the hotel room? Raise of hands, please. Right. Can I pick you, the lady in the middle? Sorry. So when you go to booking.com, how do you book? When you go to booking.com and ask for a hotel, what do they show?
So typically going to the site and putting up your destination where you stay at, number of days, how many rooms you want, and then you kind of do all the filtering basically.
Great. So what do they show you? They show you a standard room, a deluxe room, and a twin room, right? Yeah. There's a study that shows the moment you tap, you can sit, sorry, I'll come to you in case of. How many times have you felt, now that I'm on you, how many times have you felt once you checked into the room, what the heck moment? How many of us felt that? The moment we opened the door and we walked into the room, hotel room, we felt, what is this? I didn't pay money for this. Why did you think that you have that experiential gap? Because the hotels for last 20 years haven't changed those pictures which they show on either booking.com or on a hotel website, right? Do you think it's going to continue? Yeah? No. Let's talk about what it is before we go into that. So just watch this video and then we'll come to the specific examples of what hotels do. Welcome to the world of experiential commerce. How about you experience the room before you book, right? So that's where our MVP started. Experience the room before you book. Now let me take you through where we have reached, right? And I'll come back to these slides, but I just wanted to show what happened in the hotel booking now that we're all glued into the hotel booking example. So you looked at these pictures, you booked the room. Now let's go through this. Keep watching the video. As you keep seeing, how many of us, when we enter the room, see that working table, the office table, and think, what is this office table doing in my room? And I haven't used it for the last 15 years I've been visiting hotels. How many times have you used that office table, right? Now imagine a scenario where you go in with your friends and you replace that office table with a foosball table. And you look at the menu when you are experiencing the room, pick a foosball table. I don't know if you guys observed, there is a foosball table in the menu you can pick, right? And you drop it in the room where you are experiencing and sitting, instead of the boring working table with that tube light or the lamp which signifies 1960s, right? Now imagine you go with you are an avid music guy or artist, and you go into the room and you're spending in the room, why don't you have a guitar on rent or a piano table? The possibilities are endless. Now suddenly the hotels have started realizing the experience and the current e-commerce are very outdated. So what are you doing now? You are embedding the new relationships, the new requirements, and the new opportunities of making money into your existing e-commerce. That's what we call experiential commerce. That's exactly what the future of, for example, hotel booking is going to change. And by the way, the same applies for many industries. How many of you have bought and sold on Flipkart's, Amazon's? Not sold, returned. Almost all of us. You don't even need to raise your hands. Why would you return? How many times would you return, and what are the major reasons? Too small, too big, this is not the color I wanted, this is not what you have shown, this is not what I visualized, right? Now imagine you experience the product before you buy. There is at least 50% chance that you can reduce your returns to sales, 50% reduction. Imagine if I am an Amazon or a Flipkart or anyone, I may be selling 100 million in a day, but actually there is a chance that all the 100 million may be returned tomorrow. But imagine if we can provide experiential commerce to reduce 50% of the returns, we have hit the bullseye. That is where embedded finance and metaverse are going into. Your customers, our next generation. How many of you have kids at home who interact with their friends on Fortnite, Roblox, or Minecraft? That is the generation, and these are the generation who are going to be our customers in the next 3 years. Are we ready for the next generation embedded finance? This is where you need to visualize products, you need to experience products, and that's how you create new revenue opportunities or the backdrop of what we call experiential commerce. So, ladies and gentlemen, this industry, what I gave example of hotel, can be expanded to real estate. How many times you bought a house looking at a PDF document that is 60 pages, 70 pages of different plans, and then this beautiful looking models running on the beach. Every property I saw, I live in Dubai, which is the place where everybody sells properties, and everyone sends the same video of people running around on the beach. Right? And that's how you bought your properties. But imagine now you go and you buy your property looking at exactly what you're buying. People say all 07 facing apartments are beach view. But people don't tell you that 2207 has a different beach view to a 507. And you visualize this product before you buy. And this is how embedded finance is reshaping. And the question is, whoever we are all in this game, are we all ready? Are we all ready to capture this opportunity and move? And the next part of it, this is my last focus area I'm going to talk about, is how data is transforming the embedded finance. So we did this live, and by the way, this is live. If you ever happen to come to UAE, you can visualize this. A customer walking into a merchant taps the card, and we have our artificial intelligence tool that identifies based on the card number the right opportunity or offer, and that pops up from the POS machine to give to that particular customer the offer, where the customer can then go into and utilize that offer seamlessly at the merchant, right? And this is nothing to do with SMS, nothing to do with emails. The other two things that are going to die as part of new embedded finance are the SMSs and the emails. Nobody is going to look at them. People who are going to look at them are the new intelligent ways of how you're going to add all your financing models as part of the life cycle of your platform. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I hope at least I've added a bit of value to your time sitting in here. Thank you so much, and you have a great time at the Global Fintech Festival. Thank you so much.
Questions for Mr. Ramana Kumar?
Go ahead. I think it's not.
Yeah.
These videos these are all captured videos, or it will be live streamed? Because I want to know how it looks now.
These are not live streamed, these are not captured videos. These are actually the hotel we built on Metaverse. So you can actually go around once you put it can be 3D, it can be 2D.
No, my question is, let's say practical use case, right? So I am actually going to book, and you are going to give your platform which will enable the hoteliers to market their
That's right.
products. So when I look at the hotel, I should be seeing the live stream of the room, which means I should, because I don't, again these videos will also become.
No, there is not
obsolete.
videos. You actually visualize the room.
So which will be
This
current?
is the live room. You would visualize.
No, that
not the
was-
live room. You won't see the people inside the room.
No,
this is like the live room.
No, I'm saying the experiential part has to be now, in the sense
Hey,
I should
by the way,
know
hotels don't change every day, right? And
so-
it's not the hotel room
that,
change.
so I don't want to see an outdated.
That 1205 room has been there for time immemorial, and it will die when the hotel gets,
Demolished.
collapsed or demolished.
Perfect.
So yeah,
Thank
so you would see the actual room. By the way, the hotels can now actually add a booking fee or guarantee fee saying I will get 1205 room, and I pay $20 extra.
Got
It's
it.
a new revenue opportunity.
Thank you. Thanks.
Any other questions?
Okay.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
Thank you, Mr. Kumar, for doing that. The office table example and the guitar on rent were quite compelling and must have really touched a chord with someone or the other.